I can't even be bothered because I know how this is going to go. What is up, everyone? It is Lavenji Gaming. We are back for the final game of the grand finals of Populous Beginnings Revival Tournament. I'm going to spend longer on this intro than the game is going to go on for. As the yellow tribe in the blue base, representing Clan Overpowered, we have Babbo rushing straight towards the middle to grab a convert. His opponent rushing as much as I am in this intro. It's the red tribe representing Divinity Slaves. It is Nisi. The map is standoff, and it was a good map in concept with a very flawed execution. And for this final lackluster match of the evening, I'm joined by the Beginning, also known as Craig.
I don't think this is lackluster. This is the final game in a best of 7 between two of the best players in Populous. I haven't seen a rush yet. Players are playing it a bit more typically. This is a good map, Lavenji. Just because players like to rush and attempt to ruin it doesn't mean it's not a good map. We can see here Nisi is converting in his base. He's not left his base. We've got Babbo building 4 towers. I presume he's going to go for a firework at some point. They're converting in their own bases first. Now, is this normal or is this not typical? Are we going to see a decent match?
This is very atypical because neither player has sent their entire population at the other yet. So we've already lasted longer than I think the other 2 standoff games aggregate.
Excellent, right.
As Nisi opens up with a temple, so we could see a magical shield preacher rush. I mean, that would be a strategy that I would expect with these close distances, especially now that Babbo is going Fire Warrior.
Yeah, I think the distance between the tribes it certainly is accommodating to a more aggressive play style. I think just converting your men and rushing in and then hoping for RNG to win the game isn't fun for anyone, and I'm glad we've not seen that. But now, let's see what happens after 2 minutes of gameplay. We've got Nisi here pushing forward, blasting the Braves. He's got his Preachers on the way. And has Babbo seen that? Because if there's Preachers coming, your Fire Warriors are not going to do anything if they are protected by a magical shield. Now, this map is pretty huge, Lavenji. There are islands with stone heads. I think one of them might even be in Armageddon, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong.
Yes, yeah. The Stonehead is an Armageddon. There's multiple islands. So this map was designed for Age of Populous, and therefore the sort of the close distance is a little bit less of a factor. Although some rushing has gone on in there as well.
Yeah.
The close distance is a little bit less of a factor when you can't just immediately magically shield some preachers and attack.
Yeah, maybe this map just means if they're so close, maybe the solution is less wildmen. I don't know.
I was going for a combination of more trees and just sinking this path so that at least one player is forced to charge a land bridge.
Or you start them with some towers and give them a couple of fire arrows at the beginning.
That too.
Just have the defense prepared so you can't just rush in, but you still have time to, train some warriors or whatever and attack if you want to do that. I don't know.
But Babbo's not rushed. Babbo's put people in towers.
Yeah, so let's ignore your intro mentioning the lacklusterness of this final game, and let's concentrate for the 20 viewers that we've had for the entire tournament, for a Populous Beginning tournament, which is phenomenal. Let's give them the best shoutcast they've ever had, Lavenji.
I don't know if I have that energy. I'm not sure I'm quite that drunk to be taking my clothes off, but we'll give them a shoutcast.
Wait, what?
we will certainly give them a shoutcast.
This is exactly why I didn't go to the Populous meet. I did not want to see everyone with their clothes off when things got hairy. Well, things would have got hairy, I suppose, after the clothes came off.
I was quite surprised, actually, at the Populous meet. Most clothes stayed on most of the time.
Really? Even Keith's?
Yes. Even Keith's. Although Keith did sit in my lap, which was weird.
I believe it. Let's check populations now. Wow, Nisi, 13 ahead.
Yeah, so Nisi pulling ahead, and there's not a wild man advantage. It looks a bit like it because of the shape of the bases. There's not a wild man advantage to either side, so Nisi has done that purely through build and dismantle.
Well, players do have the option to either land bridge or take vehicles to other islands and build there, but that's not going to come into play for some time. There are Not many trees on this level. You're right, Levenji. Babo pushing in now. There's no defenses here because
Oh!
an erode.
Big erode there from Babo. Not quite as damaging as I think Babo would have liked it to have been, but
no, to me it still feels a bit weak. But I don't know how you increase it.
Well, the thing is, erode on the coastline is kind of still bad. Erode, because of the valley effect that it creates in the middle of like high ground, is really strong, and that's kind of why it's difficult to balance. Because if you were to drop an erode here, it would do so much damage, but it's still kind of lackluster when you use it on the coastlines.
Yeah, I feel like on the coastline it should be more powerful, but anyway, getting ahead of ourselves. Nisi here with 4 preachers. Looks like you sent them to huts or something, I'm not too sure. Babo is just behind in population significantly now. He needs to be dismantled and getting his population up as soon as possible. Nisi's actually at max almost. He's 54 out of 56, whereas Babo is 39 out of 47. And yeah, if he doesn't climb up quickly, he's just going to be behind. As we've said many times during this entire best of 7. More population you have for a longer time, the more spells you're going to have. It looks like he's actually going to go for the land bridge, Nisi. This is something really wild. This is not something you've probably seen at all in this level, in this revival tournament, I imagine.
Yeah, the idea of a player actually expanding to one of the provided islands has surprised me. It looked like Babo had the idea to do that because he had Braves ready and was going to go and build on islands. Quite ironic that Babo said he didn't have the energy for another 40-minute game, and has hello, Kate in Houston, Texas, that is watching our stream apparently. Thank you, Tata, and thank you, Houston, Texas. Gate number insert here. Sorry to cut you off there. That was a strange announcement.
More than 20 people here watching. 24. I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm very excited.
He's showing his gate. He's in the airport. That's why he wanted us to make it last another 30
All right,
minutes.
y'all better enjoy the show, yo. I don't know how they speak in Texas. Look at Nissa here. He's taken the wood from the island. That's a very good play. He's recognised there's very little trees on his main island, so he's connected over to take them all. While Babo has taken a boat, and he has landed on the Stonehead Island with a few braves here. And there are quite a lot of trees on that Stonehead Island, because if you look at the Stonehead, it's actually surrounded by some aesthetically pleasing 3-tree Stoneheads. Correct, 3 wood stone. What? Hang on. Try it again. These. Oh, fuck it. I'm so.
3 wood trees.
Thank you. Tornado from Nissi now on the main strip, taking another tower from Babo. Babo with a blast in retaliation. Babo, second blast, third blast. Nissi's only cast the 1. 2 now, 4 from... Why am I counting blasts?
Because you're excited, Craig.
I'm so excited. Okay, so nothing's happened there. There were a lot of trees actually in the middle bit there, so it's good to control. Nice blast there from Babo. Nissi's managed to survive. He needs to get back now, Babo, because... Oh, he's dead. Yeah.
Babo got greedy for that final blast, and he
really
gets taken
did.
out by Nissi there. Babo does have a temple up, but Nissi's going to start pushing into his base. Babo building on multiple small islands, whereas Nissi expands naturally to another island. Yeah, interesting that both players weren't in the mood for another... Well, Babo said he wasn't in the mood for another 40-minute game. Nissi has probably deliberately chosen a slow strategy to wear Babo down, because Nissi is smart like that. But I don't know why Babo has also played into that hand. By expanding to 2 islands, he's saying, I want to go into a long macro game.
Well,
and
what you have to remember, Levenji, is that this is the first opportunity for Babo to, well, besides the last game, which he lost, to actually win a tournament. A best of 7, no less. Not like a best of 3 or a typical best of 1 Populous tournament. Is against Nissi, which he really so much wants to do. So he's not going to risk this opportunity by just, rushing in and losing it within 5 minutes. So he is trying. He's only 10 population behind. Now, Magical Shield now coming from Nissi with his preachers. He has separated them a little bit. Babo must not lose his Shaman now. His Shaman's gone down to the lightning.
You must not lose his shaman and ask and you shall deliver.
I have my hand on my forehead in disrepair. This could well be it. He's going to target. No. Oh god, this is tense because Nissi's obviously got. Well, he had that tornado, but he's nothing else at the moment. Magical shield from Nissi in the final game. People in the chat talk about Nissi not using his magical shield, but look at them Fire coming in support now because he knows the shaman's down. He's preaching the towers of defense, and Babbo has been taken out.
Absolutely
oh, that one preacher! That one preacher!
By the preacher.
Has he noticed? Has he noticed? Has he noticed? He's not noticed.
This could be the blunder. This could be the blunder.
Not noticed. He's not noticed. He's taken 4. He's noticed now. He's coming across. Oh my god, how many did he take?
Almost all of those Fire Warriors. They get a good volley onto Nissi. Babbo proximity blasting.
Calm down. Calm on, Babbo. You need to not risk losing.
This is it. Oh, the blast is good. Nissi goes down.
No way. Now he's still behind in population here. His shaman could die to these Fire Warriors, and they're still. He's got one hypnotize off. That's perfect. He needs to send them to defend the other ones. Oh my god, Nissi there didn't notice that one Fire Warrior that took at least five of his Fire Warriors got converted, and he's still in the game, Babbo. He's still in the game. I thought it was over, but that was...
Oh, what an uncharacteristic mistake from Nissi there to not be paying attention just long enough for those preachers to get in.
Yeah, the RNG was on Babbo's side there as 3 preachers, 3 Fire immediately got turned to his tribe. He's managed to repel the magical shielded preachers. There are more coming in now, though, from Nissi, but they aren't magical shielded.
Yes, but Babbo's quite fortunate in that this tower, this hut cannot be preached to. This particular hut model, because the followers are in the center of the hut and not at the back.
This game's so stupid. Alright, Fire Warriors, he needs to survive these Fire Warriors. If Babbo dies here, he's gone. Yeah, that's a good hypnotize. He needed it. He's still alive just, but he needs to avoid dying here. This is perfect use. The lightning's missed. Probably not the best time to use it. He needs to back off. Couple more Fire Warriors coming now. There's a lightning. Oh, the tornado could be enough. It could be enough. The Fire Warrior there shot him.
Fire Warrior support.
Yeah, that could be enough.
Support might get him.
He's got him in the water anyway. Okay, we're good. We're fine.
Nicely.
Population difference is only 6 now. Oh my god, what a game.
Population difference only 6. What Nissi actually did during that fight is he sent 4 preachers here, but exactly as we said, they couldn't get to the Fire Warriors inside that center hut. And they were just all taken down. And now Babbo has a chance to strike back. Now, the problem with Babbo's position is, whilst the populations might be reasonably even, Babbo's population is spread across the world. His main base is still weaker than Nissi's. That is without a shadow of a doubt.
Yes, it's not the point where, okay, if Nissi destroys part of this base, it's fine, because I've got these bases elsewhere. No, that's not good, because those bases elsewhere cannot contribute to the fight at all. So, Babbo needs to be very careful here. Boat hut from Nissi. Has he got any boats, or has he just got the hut for now?
I haven't seen a boat as of yet. I have been looking for one. Babbo's slowly trying to connect himself.
Babbo needs to fill these towers so quickly. He needs to get a defense up. The thing is, I think Nissi's strategy is better in the sense that he connected by land and he's still taking trees and bringing them back to his main base. So his main base is much harder to attack, and it's there. It's regenerating men who are available to attack Babbo, while it's the complete opposite for Babbo, because while he is now connected
to one of his expansions,
yeah, he's now connected. He's not connected everywhere. I think it's long-term gain. You know, in the long term that'll be beneficial, but right now he needs to weather this storm that Nissi's going to throw at him. Well, Babbo has got the population lead, which means he's got the mana lead, but all it takes...
Fascinatingly, both shamans charging the same spells as well. They both got a lightning and a tornado available to them. So they're both thinking the same thing.
They understand the importance of winning the shaman duels. Nice shot there from Babbo's Fire.
Oh, into the
tornado! No! That is... Oh man,
that's got to break your heart if you're Nissi.
Oh, that is so good. That was the awareness from Babbo there to just make them move forward and shoot them. I don't know if he meant to shoot them into the tornado. If he did, that would be. I think he would have said something. but the fact that he just actually moved them forward to shoot at the shaman, which in turn resulted in her going at the tornado and then dying, is amazing. And now Babbo is at a 10 population lead here in this best of 7 final. 3-3.
Yeah, Nisi will be looking to strike back, I suspect. He's got a lot of preachers prepared, so I will expect, he's now built boats, so we're going to see preachers onto the other islands.
So that's Nisi's attack. He's done that many times before. And will Babbo be able to defend against that? Babbo's now attacking with some tornadoes.
Nisi leaving here could be indicative that he's just going to go and get in the boat and go do something else.
Yeah, he's maybe recognized. I mean, Babbo has got some preachers that he's got. If he can magical shield them, he can maybe get in and do some damage, but magical shield maybe not too important because mostly Nisi's defense is... oh no, he has got 45 where he's hiding. Yeah. Yeah, but Nisi's... sorry, I keep getting the names wrong. Four-letter names. Babbo's got a lot of men in the middle island, but nothing to defend it. So but if Nisi does get the board of men, board of priests over there, men of the cloth over there, he can do some serious damage.
Men of the Cloth, that's a much more dignified name for them than when I was calling them Holy Boys in an earlier cast.
Yes, yeah. A nice shot there from Nisi's men to get the kill. Quite easily, actually. Babbo missed the shot. A couple more towers up here from Babbo, but he's only got 2 of them filled. One of them is not. The preachers are running back now. He obviously doesn't want to lose those. And Nisi's going to be on the attack now with his tornado and lightning.
Yep, so the saving grace for Babbo here is with the amount of spells Nisi's been casting, he knows that Nisi isn't going to have earthquakes to start messing up Babbo's base. But there could be magical shield here, which could be annoying.
Well, you say that, but you never know with Nisi. His mana generation is normally top of the range. The trees in Babbo's base could use harvesting a little bit, then he could use them, but he has been, to be fair, doing that quite a lot already. It's not really built, like, in the center of his base, which is odd. That's a tactical strategy I don't. Oh, bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays up.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with...
There's the road again. He's cutting them off, so he's going to force Nisi to use a Lambridge to get across. Oh, he's misclicked, apparently.
Apparently that was the misclick.
Well, he's misclicked, but did he take out 2 towers? He took 1 tower out of these.
He did take out 2 towers. That's more than an earthquake would usually get.
Yeah, he's got them. And he's cut them off. So if he was wanting to attack there, it's not beneficial. But if he wasn't, then it's beneficial because Nisi will need to land bridge over, and Nisi does not have a land bridge at the moment.
Yeah, so Babbo didn't instantly build out the majority of his base because of how scarce the trees were, and he wanted upgrading to happen. But now that upgrading has happened, I'm surprised that Babbo still hasn't done something. Now, Babbo's going to use the opportunity of Nisi being disconnected to go to the back and probably try to land bridge to his other island base. But Nisi's just going to connect straight up the second that he senses Babbo's not there. And yet, as you've identified, there is also a boatload of preachers. Probably why it's a good thing that Babbo's going back to try and connect.
Oh, looks like Babbo's gone for the gone for the back door there.
He's going for Nisi.
Preachers. Now, what it might have been interesting here if he had these invisible already, and it just looked like he was attacking.
Nisi's already here, though. Nisi's already turned around. He saw it.
Magical shields on. Spread them out, please. Okay. He's hit the scatter key. He's made them scatter.
Fire warriors in these huts, though.
Now, what about the preachers in the balloon? Yeah, they're here. They've landed.
Yep, and there's nothing that can be done to stop
nothing he can
them.
do over there. Lightning missed by both there. Obviously, Nisi's on the high ground. This is difficult. The miss there. He's still alive. He's gone for another one. He's missed again. That's so uncharacteristic. Nisi's missing 3 lightning shots.
All the time that this is happening, Babbo's losing his main base, and he's actually praying to the Armageddon, which could be a bad thing.
Oh, the tornado picked up some fire warriors there. The fire warriors are still going to shoot Shaman. The Erode's done something, but now Nisi's going to have free reign into the base there. The preachers, yes, are doing work. One of the preachers is stuck in that boat. He's a bit unsure about himself. He's not sure how to continue. He's just, you know, relief priest. But yes, that preacher over there doing a lot of work. What can Babbo do? Populations still a little bit ahead for Babbo, actually, but I still favour Nisi's position. He's got his main base all intact. And Babbo is the one that's having to defend on multiple angles, multiple fronts, I should say.
Yeah, I'm still surprised that Babbo's still not really building out his main base.
Yeah, you think now would be the time, considering he's got the trees. He should be harvesting those again, but there's obviously a lot going on. It's easy to sit here and say, why ain't you doing that? He's obviously getting lots of priests. He's going again with the preachers for the front. He needs to separate them, otherwise Nisi's just going to hypno them up. Slurp them up.
I liked the idea of the backdoor for Babbo, but I would have much preferred that land bridge to connect himself to his other base, because then he could have prevented this attack from taking out an entire base, you know?
Yeah, and he could have maybe got a board and attacked here with his preachers whilst he went through the front as well. There's the one hypnotize. Has prevented 3 preachers there, which in turn stops the other preachers who are magical shielded, so essentially the attack has now been nullified.
Still no plans going down for Babbo.
Well, let's not rule them out yet. I mean, the populations are neck and neck. It's just the way they are built. Their bases are built is just so very different. Nisi's now making his way to the back door. Oki's now connected Babbo to his other island with only warriors, though. So obviously they're not going to stop preachers, Babbo. I hope you've got some invisible preachers there or something. Because what are you going to do with warriors?
He's been watching your PS1 stream. Gonna send all his warriors at the preacher.
Is he drank a bottle of whiskey? Needs to be careful here. Nisi's shaman is on the top with a lightning. Nicely played there by Babbo. Has managed to survive. He's backing off as well. Yeah, well played by Babbo. Another 2 lightnings in the the arsenal for Nisi there. It's very uncharacteristic of Nisi. Why them warriors have just been preached?
Babbo
that was the worst idea ever. Oh,
Babbo.
Okay, 5 words of say, but he did lose, I think 3 there to the preacher. Ooh, nice shot there from the fireways in the hut. Being forced up from the earthquake, gonna run. Ooh, that earthquake's done nothing besides burn a couple of huts and break a roof of a tower. But no men have been killed by the lava, which is going to make Babbo very happy. Neck and neck, 110 population with both players here. Nisi's pushing through the front of Babbo's base with warriors and preachers now.
And that attack has prompted Babbo to put down a bunch of plans. He's got hunt plans down here now.
He does, yeah.
Oh no, the classic fire warrior. We're going to go and try to beat the preacher up with our fists.
They can stop that one. Well, the preacher's over. Yeah, there we go. Nisi's shaman is in his own base there. Looks like he's going to try and push to the front. He is slowly expanding Nisi on the island that he connected to at the beginning of the game. Build another fire hut there.
I mean, that's... Yeah, that Stonehand is going to take a long time because it's such a powerful spell. Yes.
How do you cast it then if you've only got hill?
Well, that's what I'm confused about. I don't know what Rally might have done. He might have changed it to a really long volcano, which would be very anticlimactic.
Well, let's see here. Yeah, I was just going to say Babbo could build some huts, some towers rather, where he's currently stood. And looks like he's doing that now. He needs to fortify that defense a bit more. He has still got men destroying his huts while his preachers stand by and just watch it to go. Oh, they're moving. Yeah.
Can they get past the preacher? No.
He's managed to survive the attack in the center though, Babbo. And we're still neck and neck population-wise in this final game.
This has been surprisingly competitive. I'm not going to complain about it. Babbo's unfortunately avoided his wish, however, saying he did not want to play another 40-minute game. We're at 24 minutes.
Well,
and
it's
climbing.
Good. I'm hoping we see some more shenanigans now in terms of strategies. Let's see some balloons. Let's see some Angel of Deaths. Let's see a swamp. You know, if Nisi sends men here, swamp them. They still kill troops pretty much instantly. I don't know if there's a death limit. I think there is, but I don't think there should be anymore. But there is a death limit of 10, I think. I think they should, because they disappear after a certain amount of time. Is that right?
3 minutes.
Yeah. So you can use them to block paths. Is why I don't think there should be a death limit. That's what they should be used for, to prevent access temporarily.
I would like it more if there wasn't a death limit to it, but
yeah. I think that's what they should be used for, to prevent an area to be easily accessed, at least for a period. Because if you just ignore it and then disappears, it's like, alright. That's what you do. But if you just send in 10 Braves and they die, and it's like, alright, carry on.
I mean, it's looking likely that Babbo might just get the Armageddon, and that will bring an end to this game one way or another.
Do you think it'll get cast immediately?
The chat are saying that a shaman that is alive will cast Armageddon when the trigger finishes.
Yeah, so that looks like it could go in either way at the minute, because they're neck and neck. Baba's got 4 more warriors, but Nishi's got 5 more fire warriors. That would be an interesting way to end the game.
Well, there's also a little bit of RNG with how Armageddon spawns them in, because the problem with Armageddon is that it doesn't use your true population total.
Oh, not in this mode. Earthquake there from Babo. Looks like he's sailed around to the island of Nisi there. While Nisi's actually attacking from the front.
From Nisi here.
Earthquake's cast. Got another one. Oh no, it doesn't. That was the screen I was on. That's not...
Armageddon 3/4 done.
We'll get some Armageddon hype in the chat, folks. We could be seeing an Armageddon end to the Revival Tournament. Now, Nisi's lost a couple of warriors there, but he's got the massive Fire Warrior advantage. Oh, an Angel of Death from Nisi. And an Angel of Death from Babo! And a lightning cast on the Angel of Death, and another one. That should be enough. I don't think he needs to do it anymore. That should be enough for his Angel of Death to win. Nisi Shaman's coming. Babo still has 1 lightning left. The Angel of Death has won that fight for Babo. Would it be worthwhile telling the players that it casts automatically?
No.
Yeah. All right. I was just suggesting, because it looks like it's an interesting game, neck and neck pop. It's about to cast.
Find out.
It's about to cast. The Armageddon's coming, folks. The Armageddon's here. It's gonna cast, and it could work in Babo's favor, but I feel like... Okay, it hasn't cast. What's happened?
Cast.
What did they get?
I don't know.
It was Armageddon, right? How does he cast it?
Yeah, because it's replaced Hill.
How do you remove the spectator thing?
I'm so confused. Push tab.
Ah, does that mean he's... Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm so confused. I guess we don't get Armageddon. Baba gets nothing.
But has he got Armageddon? Because we're not spectating Armageddon.
I
we're not
don't
spectating
know.
him, are we?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm excited though. Maybe if he starts trading 1,000 warriors, then yes, he's got Armageddon. He is. Look, he's trading warriors.
Oh yeah. So the Armageddon just replaces Hill.
Yeah. He doesn't want to lose this battle, though. He might just cast it out of panic. He has. He's done it.
GG, well played. He says.
Oh my god, I've left with a spectator screen on my left side. It looks terrible. Guys, this is it. This is the final of the best of 7 Revival Tournament, hosted by Lavenji, created by Rally Moore. This is it, the decider. This is it. Nisi in red, Babo in yellow. Babo has cast the spell. Any last words?
Fuck.
Oh, this should be like Multiverse, man. There should be more in the map. There should be more spawned.
I've never stared so hard at an Armageddon before. Oh,
Right.
but it looks so red-favored.
As soon as this...
Look at those fire warriors. They're
Soon
going to fire one
as-
volley and just murder all of those braves.
As soon
I
as
think
this
Nisi's got
begins... Silence. Here we go, guys. Babos.
No way!
Babos won. Babos won the tournament. Babos won it!
Good game, well played. Babbo is your revival champion.
Wow. Should we do some interviews?
Babbo might want to go to bed.
That was amazing. What a game. Well played, Babbo. Congratulations. 4-3 against Nisi in the Populous Revival Tournament. He takes home €75. Nisi takes home how much?
50.
50 euros as well.
Oh. The game, the map wasn't rushed.
No, it was a
Which
great,
surprised me.
great tournament. I've really enjoyed commentating this with you, Benji. Thank you very much.
Yes, it's been an absolute pleasure. It was great to have you.